Right, so watching David Coulthard in 7th place, he's got his sister teammates up in front of him. So I think Raikkonen just made a dive-bombing move. Barrichello is on fire right now. Well done, Barrichello. Whose wheel was that? Don't tell me that was Ralf Schumacher's wheel. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's Barrichello! He's retiring from the race, and that's a huge disappointment for him. Coulthard is 7th.
Not another engine failure for Sato. How many has he had? I don't think that would have done his suspension much good, and now they've just clipped each other again. But Button has got past Montero. We got Montero leading it. Is Coulthard going to get past? What about Alonso? Alonso, the current championship leader. He's proving why he's the championship leader. He's got past Coulthard. Okay, hang on, right. Albers is now in 2nd. De La Rosa's leading the race. We missed that overtake. He hasn't done many miles in that McLaren, but he's completely outshone Raikkonen, who's done way more distance in the McLaren. And De La Rosa's going to win the Turkish Grand Prix. Albers is going to take 2nd place. Massive congrats to Albers to hold up from Jenson Button in 3rd. And Alonso, who isn't too far behind, in 4th.
We're here at Monza for the Italian round of the Formula One World Championship. Monza is one of the classic circuits, and it's also the quickest on the Formula One calendar. That means we'll see the cars reaching top speeds of around 230 miles per hour over the course of this Italian Grand Prix. Thousands of Italian race fans are here in force today to witness what promises to be another high-octane dose of F1 action. Pretty much perfect weather conditions for racing here today, so we should see some very competitive lap times during this race.
Okay, so hey guys, it's PSL here, and I'm here with the Italian Grand Prix in this 2006 Reverse Grid Race Series. And now, the 2006, well, the Italian Grand Prix in general, massive Ferrari support. And that was pretty evident in qualifying. If we go down to where Alonso is, down in 13th, which was 10th in the real life qualifying, very weird incident where he was in 5th, but then he was judged to have impeded Massa on Massa's fastest lap, so then Alonso's 3 fastest times were deleted from qualifying, which moved him down from 5th to 10th. And I had a look on the 2006 official season review, and it's the biggest load of rubbish I've ever seen in my life. You can see Massa's onboard lap, and you can see Alonso is like, you can hardly even see Alonso. So to say Alonso impeded him, even through creating dirty air, I mean, it's a load of rubbish. It's ridiculous, really. I mean, if you watch that season review, pretty much everything Pat Simmons says, I agree with him on it. So it's a load of rubbish, but it will play to Alonso's strengths in this Reverse Grid Race Series. And then also, we're just going through some other weird qualifying results. That's it in terms of penalties. Every other qualifying result is the genuine result, really. So you got Clean, who for some reason didn't set a lap time in Q2. No idea why, but he could be someone to watch out for. And then we got Mark Webber, who is extremely slow in qualifying. I don't really quite know why. I know the Williams has only got a Cosworth engine. It's by no means one of the best ones here. But I mean, look at Nico Rosberg. Where is Rosberg? Yeah, he's up in 11th. He's way ahead, or way behind, depending on how you look at it, of his teammates. So, there you go. And then just one thing I want to say, we'll go to Montero, starting in 3rd place. The Italian Grand Prix, basically, what it saw was the sale of Midland. So Midland was sold to Spiker for $106.66 million. And that's pretty good because Alex Schneider, who was the owner of Midland, he bought Jordan, which was, Jordan was Midland. He bought Jordan in 2005 for $60 million. So in 1 year, he nearly doubled his money. Bought for $60 million, sold for $106.66 million. So I'm going to call them as they were officially called on the records, because you can't really change a team name mid-season. So they're not Spiker, they're Spiker Midland, or Spiker MF1, as it says on there. So I'm going to refer to them as Spiker Midland. And obviously Spiker were orange in real life, but there's nothing I can do about it on this game. But anyway, with all that sorted, and with Yamamoto significantly slower than Takuma Sato in qualifying for whatever reason. Let's see how the 2006 Italian Grand Prix is going to play out.
Don't go anywhere. Turn up the volume and enjoy. Here we go. We are racing!
Right, so Webber, who is certainly a contender for this race win, he's still in 4th. He's all over the back of Montero and both Super Aguris. What's going to happen coming down into the first corner? Webber's moved up into 3rd place. Fantastic stuff from Mark Webber there. What about any crashes into the first complex of corners? I think everyone's got away fine, so we've still got Yamamoto, Sato, Webber all over the back of Sato there. Montero, Albers, Klein, Liuzzi, Speed. What about Webber? I mean, he was all over the back of Sato. It's all still looking good at the moment, although Montero was looking... He was challenging Webber there, but Webber's still in 3rd, Montero. Klein's moved up. Was that 2 places already? So he's got past Albers and Liuzzi, so well done to Klein there, and he could score some decent points. That would be nice to see from Klein, considering he is way down in the Drivers' Championship.
And with that incident over, he's out of the race. Unlucky. Montoya was also involved in that scrape. Looks like his left rear tyre has taken a bit of damage.
Okay, so chaos coming out of the second Lesmo. Okay, what on earth happened there? We'll have to look at that in just a second. But we've got Webber sizing up a move on Takuma Sato. Is he going to do it? Coming down towards the Parabolica. And he's got the inside line. Yes, he's got past Takuma Sato. So Webber is now in 2nd place. Sato 3rd. Klein in 4th. Says Fisichella, he collided with Della Rosa. So what actually happened? I think he goes into the back of Barrichello as what happens to Fisichella. Well, let's have a look. I have no idea what happened. Well, Fisichella ran out wide and... I don't know. It was a sheer racing incident. There was nothing malicious from Fisichella or Della Rosa. But, well, both of their races are completely ruined. Right, so here we are on board with Della Rosa now. I believe it's this wheel that came into contact with Della Rosa, or at least this side of his car, that came into contact with Fisichella. So what happens here? So we see Fisichella run out wide, just a genuine mistake from Fisichella. We haven't seen too many driver mistakes this series, but they do happen, although very rare. He runs out wide. Yeah, it's just wrong place, wrong time for both of those guys, really. That's just unfortunate for both of them. Right, okay, whoa, Webber got past Yamamoto when we weren't looking, so literally, wow, okay, we'll have to have a look at that replay in a second. So Mark Webber is now leading the race, he's pulling out from Yamamoto already. Yamamoto 2nd, Sato 3rd, we got Klein all over the back of Takuma Sato, and Klein could challenge this race win. If he doesn't retire, if he doesn't bin it like he did in Imola, he could challenge for the race win, although he's going to want to get past soon because Webber's just going to be pulling out massively from everyone else. Right, so we got Klein. Whoa, no, Klein!
The Curva del Vialone. It's Klein! Retirement was the last thing he needed, but unfortunately, that's the case. Sato was also involved in that clash. It looks like he's got away scot-free.
What can I say about that, Klein? That is gutting. Absolutely gutting. Okay, so out of all of this, Sato has actually lost a place to Liuzzi, who's in 3rd, and Albers, and Montero. Sato's not doing well. He's actually also been passed by Fernando Alonso. Sato's car is crippled from that incident with Klein, which, if you're a Klein fan, maybe it's justice, but just wow. And we got, look at all these other guys. We got Barrichello, we got Coulthard right on the edge of the points.
Liuzzi 3rd.
Right, okay, so Coulthard and Barrichello have both got past Takuma Sato there. So we've now got Barrichello 9th, Coulthard holding the last points place, and already only 3 laps into this race we got the big teams just swarming the smaller teams. Both Spike and Midlands doing very well in 5th and 4th, but look, they got Alonso right up behind them. That harmony isn't going to last much longer, and the gap between Webber and Yamamoto is smaller than I'd expect. It's pretty stable actually, but I mean, right now it honestly looks like Alonso could take this race win, to be quite honest, although he's still behind both Spike and Midlands for the moment.
Montero is 5th, Alonso 6th. Speed is...
Whoa! Not Scott Speed with an engine failure! Dramatic circumstances there, but Scott Speed... We've seen Liuzzi have tons of engine failures, but finally it's Scott Speed's turn to have one. Not to say he deserves one, but still. We've got to move back up to the front though. We've got Webber, Yamamoto, Liuzzi, Montero. Alonso has just gone up the inside of Christian Albers though. So we got Alonso in 5th. That is very soon going to become 4th place. There's no doubt about it. And Webber is not pulling away from Yamamoto or Liuzzi. It is a genuine fight between the top 3 for the race win. But Alonso's going to join in on that. Because if you look up at the front, we'll just see whether both spikers can try and get past Alonso, but they can't. If you look, Yamamoto has overtaken Webber. This is absolutely phenomenal. Webber, you think he at least might be able to pull out slightly, but he just can't. This is phenomenal.
He's moved up from 6th. Montero.
Right, so Barrichello has just got past Albers there. There are overtakes happening every few seconds. This is ridiculous. Barrichello has just got past the first spike in Midlands. We've still got Coulthard in 8th. Barrichello's pulled out from Coulthard. He passed Coulthard ages ago, but much like with 90% of the overtakes that have happened this race, we've missed it just because there's so many happening. Barrichello down the inside of Montero. What about the top 3? What about Yamamoto? What about Liuzzi? This is a genuine scrap for the race win. This is exceptional. Yamamoto's up into 1st place. We got Yamamoto 1st, Webber 2nd, Liuzzi 3rd. But I'll tell you one thing. I think once Alonso catches up to these top 3 and passes them, I don't think there's any realistic opportunity of anybody getting back past him. Right, we just see Webber. Right, we just saw the end of that move. Webber get back past Yamamoto. Every single lap this is happening. But we got Alonso all over the back of Liuzzi. I cannot keep track of what is going on. This might accidentally be a long video just because there's action happening constantly. There's Alonso down the inside of Liuzzi. No, he hasn't. Liuzzi's been able to defend it round the outside of the Parabolica. But he's not going to keep that. Surely not. Alonso's going to easily get past. What about Yamamoto and Webber? This is more interesting. I think this is startling. Can Yamamoto get past Mark Webber? Once again, he has. And Alonso, I believe we just saw him get up into 3rd place. No, Webber's kept 1st place, but Alonso's up into 3rd.
Ide is 2nd. Alonso 3rd.
Right, now this is a move we did miss out on. This is Alonso getting past Yamamoto, and I did feel like I should show this overtake just because it is for 2nd place, and it's just a dead easy move for Alonso. I think it happens, yeah, going into the first Lesmo, I believe is when it happens, and Alonso just easily gets into 2nd place. Well, somewhat easily. Right, Alonso moving into 1st place, side by side with Webber, and literally about 20 seconds after he passed Yamamoto, he's got past Webber. Champion's drive for Alonso. I know he started in a pretty decent place considering one amazing car he's got. Webber, is he going to make the move on Alonso? No, and if Webber doesn't get past on the start-finish straight, he's never going to get past. This is realistically his last opportunity to get past, but it's not going to happen, is it? The Cosworth engine in that Williams just will not physically allow you to get past Alonso. Never mind any slipstream effect. It just won't happen. No, and there you go, Webber in 2nd. But thanks to Alonso, actually, Webber's been able to pull out a gap on Yamamoto, and Liuzzi's got past Yamamoto there.
Away into this race. Alonso lead.
What about Barrichello? Is he going to get past Yamamoto? Oh, he's done it easily. That was pretty much the easiest overtake we've seen all race. So Barrichello up into 4th place, Yamamoto 5th, and then both Spike and Midlands were holding up a queue for ages, but finally Coulthard's been able to get past one of them at least. Those Spikers, they were way off everyone else and were holding up a massive train. Coulthard's now in between both Spike and Midlands. Is he going to get past Who is this? This is the second Midland. It's Albers. He's got past Albers. And then I believe that's Button who's right up behind. But you've got Button, you've got Kubica, you've got Rosberg, Schumacher. Truly, pretty much everyone else. Apart from Sato, who came into the pits. And so did De La Rosa. Actually, De La Rosa's been lapped. He's getting involved in a race after he's been lapped. Why is he going to pass someone when he's been lapped? De La Rosa, don't do this. Because you're just going to have to let them back through, De La Rosa. That's stupid.
It looks like Webber has things under control now. He was once again quicker through that last sector. The gap is out to 2.8 seconds.
Right, Barrichello. Is he going to get past Liuzzi just after Martin was on about the gap between Liuzzi and Webber? I think, yeah, Barrichello has got past Liuzzi.
Good driving from Barrichello. That excellent example of overtaking leaves Liuzzi crying in his wake.
Webber is second.
Oh no, both Spike and Midlands, they're lining up a move on each other. Please don't take each other out, boys. Not after you've just sold to Spiker, that will be bad news. What about Button? Button's getting involved in this. Button is in the last points place. We've got Michael Schumacher. He's going to be gutted considering his real-life championship rivals leading this race. And Schumacher at the team's home race, well, he's still stuck in traffic. I don't know how Albers can have the nerve to hold up Schumacher at Monza, but he just has. What about Button on Montero? Hasn't happened yet, though.
Race leader Alonso has started his final lap.
Cheers, Martin. What about Button on Montero, Martin? Why aren't you focusing on this? This is our home driver, Martin. Why aren't you focusing on Button? But Button's up into 7th place. Montero 8th. But honestly, Button, who's a championship contender, so's Coulthard. But, you know, Alonso's massively outscoring him. And look, Alonso's nearly finished the race. I may as well just commentate for the rest of this race without any pauses. But to be honest, there's been hardly any pauses at all. It's been an extremely exciting race. There's just been overtake after overtake after overtake. Is Coulthard going to get past Yamamoto for 5th place? Come on, Coulthard, can you do it? No, you can't. Yamamoto's been able to defend the place. Where is Webber? He is, well, he's coming up pretty much to where he was accused of holding up Massa, but in this reverse grid race series, that's done him all right. Barrichello isn't going to catch up to Webber, though. No, he's just a little bit too far off. And that's, well, I think we're not really going to see many more overtakes. Because Alonso is going to come around Parabolica, and in a dominant fashion, I'll tell you what, the Italian race stewards have accidentally helped Alonso out here as he wins the Italian Grand Prix.
His front wing is flailing about wildly. It doesn't look as though there's any damage to his suspension, so he should be able to continue. He'll have to come in and get that nose checked.
Okay, whoa, Barrichello got past Webber. We can't view the replay now, can we? I don't think. Barrichello got past Webber right to the end. Liuzzi 4th, Coulthard did get... Can we watch the replay? Right, let's watch the replay. Right, okay, one thing I'm wondering is whether the replay will cut out. I think possibly the second Alonso crosses the line, the replay will cut out, so we might not actually see Barrichello get past Webber or Coulthard get past Yamamoto. Well, let's find out. Coming down to Parabolica, Barrichello past Mark Webber down the inside. Easy move for Barrichello. Well, we just about saw that pulled off, yeah, and we won't see how Coulthard got past Yamamoto, but I'm sure it was a fantastic move as we cut back to the race. We got Barrichello, Button in 7th. He wasn't able to get past Yamamoto. Coulthard in 5th. And whoa, did Rosberg on the line? Rosberg on the line got past Montero. Oh my word, Rosberg, that was fantastic there. Rosberg on the line overtook Montero. They got Albers, Ralf Schumacher, Massa, Heifeld. Yeah, truly. Michael Schumacher, what happened to him? He was in about 10th. Okay. Then we got Kubica, Sato, and, well, De La Rosa. We'll just skip till he gets to the end. Well, what an absolutely exceptional Grand Prix. I'll try and leave my conclusion to be short. because I'm pretty sure that this video is going to be quite long just because of the amount of overtakes there have been at this race. But Alonso, dominant win for him, and I bet you the Italian stewards, if they watch this video, they'd be a little bit gutted that they demoted Alonso those places, because it gifted him the race win essentially. And then you had Barrichello did very well in this race, David Coulthard did alright, Button did okay. It was an exciting race, not many car failures, not even that many crashes, but Clean's crash near the start of the race, I think we've just got to take a bit of time to remember that, because that was a pivotal moment in the race. And if you are a Christian Clean fan like Ryan Foley, I do feel sorry for you, because this game has been very cruel to him. Okay, so moving on to the Drivers' Championship, and really there's nothing here to say. Alonso 20 points ahead of his nearest rival now, and I know we've still got a few races left to go, but honestly, surely it's no competition. I just do not see any driver scoring 20 points in such a short amount of races, unless someone like Heidfeld or Fisichella or Trulli goes on a dominant streak of race wins. And this season has been very difficult to call, but I do think that today is where we can confidently say that someone's going to win the Drivers' title, and you have to say it's bound to be Fernando Alonso. Right, moving on to Constructors' Championship, and I know we called it last episode, but I'm going to reiterate what I said. Renault have surely won the Constructors' Championship, because Sauber, they've been on a bit of a points drought recently. Not necessarily scoring no points, but scoring very few in comparison to other races where they were collecting tons in one go. Well, there's only 3 more races left to go, and the next one has got the longest straight on the calendar. It's Shanghai, and quite honestly, it's going to be another crazy race. At least all the overtakes are going to happen in one place down that back straight, but it's going to be another crazy race. It's almost certainly going to play to Alonso's advantage once again, although I believe Massa is starting in 3rd place. He's starting very high up, so Massa should score some decent points. We haven't really seen him score many points since Australia when he won that race. But quite honestly, I think we know who's going to win the Drivers and Constructors. Every place below 1st though is completely up for grabs, so I think for the last 3 races it's going to be the battle of the runners-up. So I'll see you guys for that. So I'll see you then.